surprising number of you from my Instagram and Patreon have been asking me about Disney's latest movie to come out in Thanksgiving called Wish. For those of you that are unaware, it's practically a tradition for Disney to release a big animated movie during this holiday with some truly remarkably successful releases. That is, until Strange World released last year. So Disney have released yet another trailer to their latest animated movie Wish, and based on the discourse surrounding this movie, it appears that no one seems to care. Now Disney are really trying to work their magic with the presentation of this trailer, most specifically with the epic title cards and the song playing in the background. But in spite of that, it just doesn't come across as the genuine and quality Disney movie that you would expect to see, given the studio's absolutely legendary history of animation. Oh, you wish, Disney. I said animation. Thank you. There's kind of a cool concept with the animation going on, but it seems like they just stopped and didn't finish it. Like they were supposed to layer it with more artistry, but then Disney abruptly decided to pull back on their animation budget, and so this is as far as they were able to go. And the story itself seems like it's using leftover plot points from other Disney animated movies. Do you know what the trailer reminded me of? Instead of a Disney animated movie, it reminded me of those rip-off Disney movies from the 90s. Do you remember when Warner Brothers tried to copy Disney and they released Quest for Camelot? Not only does Wish remind me of that movie, but the trailer is edited and plays very much like the song number in that movie. And it's just surprising to see Disney go from that original and inventive animation studio that everyone wanted to be to one of the copycats that were trying to imitate them. Now, for all we know, the movie could end up being great, so I don't know until I see it. As is, my current thoughts going by the trailers is that the movie doesn't look bad, it just looks unremarkable. And usually Disney are the people that move animation forward and are the big talk of the town, but no one in the industry seems to be interested in copying Disney anymore, which is very telling. Now they seem to be copying Into the Spider-Verse and Arcane. Movies like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish and Turtles both took direct inspiration from Spider-Verse, but Disney seemed to be lagging behind in comparison. I will say that in spite of being basic, the animation in Wish does look nice, but if Disney wants to bring people to theaters, this sure as heck is not the movie that's going to do it. And you can remind them of your past movies all you want. You're clearly not that same studio anymore, and you ain't fooling no one, Disney. In this day and age, this animation looks like it's mid-streaming level stuff, not leave your house to see at the theater kind of stuff. Not to mention that they can stay at home and watch far superior and inspired animation at home. But after getting Across the Spider-Verse in theaters this year, I don't see people flocking to see this, especially when you take into account that people have not flocked to see the last few Disney animated films. And Wish looks basic, not as inspired as it should be for a Disney movie, and like a film that you could just catch on streaming, except you'd probably just scroll right past it, as streaming has got much better stuff to offer with regards to animation. Not to mention that this just looks like a bunch of recycled Disney storylines that we have seen before. What is Disney doing? They are supposed to be the kings of animation. Whatever animation trends they set, others either envy or follow. But now it seems that no one is paying any attention to what Disney is doing anymore. And it's really funny, but even the audiences who are commenting on the trailer are already predicting the movie's plot and message, and they're even questioning its logic with the so-called villain. And the approximated like to dislike ratio seems to be quite telling of people's lack of faith for the Disney film to deliver. And that's really bad for the company. And when you take into account Disney's string of animation failures recently, this should really concern them. So no, I am not really interested in this movie. It just looks very mundane, uninspired, and boring. So what do you guys think of this movie? Are you going to see it in theaters? Will you wait to see it on Disney Plus? Or do you not plan on watching it at all? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, please do click that like and subscribe button and the bell right next to it. And also check out my Patreon for a ton of additional content. And I will see all of you very soon. Take care.